Talk to us about the brands that you've picked, the companies you picked, and why they stood out for you.
Yeah, that's right, Caroline. We actually have backed 6 startups to date. We launched a little over 2 quarters ago, and we just announced those 6 startups, and 4 of them were backed by women founders. When we teamed up, myself and my co-founding partner, Jeff Beecher, with the D'Amelio family, we really felt it was important to use our collective platforms to boost both women and minority founders. They've had a tougher time and have been underrepresented for years. And that's what we've set out to do. It was great to see that of the 4 women-backed companies that women-founded companies that we backed, all 4 of them had founders picked recently on Inc. magazine's top 100 female founder list. So that was great validation that we're picking remarkable women founders.
Doug, I want to point out that 444 Capital runs the investment operations, right, for D'Amelio family funds. To kind of explain your role in this, I find this really interesting, Caroline, at this stage, mid-stage high growth. And we think about the news cycle right now, layoffs across tech, the higher rate environment. What kind of conversations are you having with those mid-stage high growth companies?
Yeah, great question, Ed. So first of all, to clarify, we teamed up with the D'Amelio family to invest our own capital plus third-party capital into these high-growth mid-stage tech companies. So we're backing third-party founders, again, mostly women and minority founders, as they build their companies. When we look at these types of companies right now, we're pretty focused on making sure they're streamlined and that there's a clear path to profitability. Kind of high burn businesses right now are not in favor. And we kind of keep that in mind when we look at these businesses. We want to make sure they have strong barriers to entry for competitors and an already proven brand with a growing audience. And the idea is once we get involved and the D'Amelios get behind it, we can kind of pour fuel on the fire and hopefully even help them accelerate that growth further.
Your focus areas, B2C platforms, direct-to-consumer retail, EdTech and FinTech. Talk to us a little bit about the FinTech area as we look across the world of cryptocurrencies that is taking such a hit at the moment. Have you made investments there? Are you looking to in any way in the future?
Yeah, so first off, we're betting on tech companies with large audiences, large user groups. If you think about the reach and the brand power of the D'Amelios and eventually other celebrities like them, that's, we think, where we can have the most impact. Again, helping those companies get their products and services in the hands of even more people. In terms of FinTech, we're looking pretty broadly at that. We'll do investment platforms of all sorts, finance platforms. We have done one blockchain-related investment, which was in the company Gemini. It hasn't been a specific focus of ours, but again, if we see a strong, fast-growing business where we think we can help, we'll certainly give it serious thought. I think we're pretty happy, actually, that we haven't been overexposed in crypto and blockchain at this point.
Gemini is quite a big player, right, in the crypto space. Have you had concerns about that investment?
They are a big player. It's a strong company. They've got a strong balance sheet, a lot of cash. We were the first outside money. We came into the first outside round, so I think we're in pretty good position. But it, like a lot of other companies in the space, has certainly taken a hit for the time being on valuation.
We've been focused all day on the Federal Reserve, Jay Powell, the outlook for rates, the macroeconomic headwinds that are hitting a lot of tech. What is your venture capital view of the world right now going into 23?
Yeah, well, we take a pretty conservative outlook at that. Kind of back to what I referred to earlier, we want to make sure that the companies we're investing in are streamlined and ready to survive and even thrive through what could be, a tough set of quarters coming up here. We don't really try to anticipate what's going to happen, at any point in 2023 or even 2024. We just want to back companies that when the dust settles, they're going to be on top and we'll have, great investments on our hands.